Oh, yeah.
Hey-yo.
Distance nerding.
My hands have to just like dance for me. Just like, and here we are. You are now watching Distance Nerding. I am the young Phil, and to my right here is my main man, AA Runk. Everybody clap here.
Woo.
Got the whole crowd going wild for you, man.
Hi, Phil. How you doing, man?
I'm great, Aaron. How are you doing, man?
Oh, you know what? I'm just fan-freaking-tastic.
Oh, well, that is amazing. It's always good to hear that you're fan-freaking-tastic.
Hey-yo.
Hey-oh.
Yeah, right now I'm writing down our this big movie franchise bracket list right now. So that's what I'm trying to get together.
Yeah, man. I'm completely excited for today. Just not only are we finishing the Stormtrooper,
Yeah.
but at the end, depending on who's still in the room with us, man, we're gonna be doing this this giveaway.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited for that.
Right there. Brand new kit.
I love it.
So right there, giving this away for free. There's nothing you have to do aside from hanging out in the stream with us.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. So at the end of the stream, when we're done with all this, we're going to go ahead and give away that Lego kit.
Very fun.
Yeah. I'm excited.
All right. I'm excited too.
All right. So that being said, let's get back over here. I'm going to go ahead and get the music started. Of course, I got to turn this down a little bit.
My innocence, how it always seems to get lost.
There we go. So I'm on bag 4 at this point.
Bag 4 of what, 6 or 7?
Of 5, actually.
Oh, okay. So this might be a quick little stream.
Yeah. I mean, it usually takes about a little while for me to get like the entire thing done. So
yeah.
We're living limitless.
Tell me what your week's been like, man.
Oh, my week has been, it's been a normal, calm week for me. I went to the beach.
Oh, nice.
With my kids. That was nice. That was Saturday. That was fun. We went to Portuguese Beach, just north of Bodega Bay.
Oh, okay.
Super cool, like nobody there, and it was huge and it was pretty and I loved it. But yeah, it was not packed at all. Nobody, like I had never heard of the beach until one of my uncles told me about it, who lives in Petaluma. He said go to that beach because there's never anybody there, and it did not disappoint. It was just great. I loved it.
Sounds like something I would not get anxiety at.
Yeah. And then what else happened? I don't have just some stuff happened with career and job stuff happened with me that wasn't too pleasant, but that's what I'll say.
Right, but we are going to have you on tomorrow, right? When we record the episode.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for that. Anytime you're on the show is a good time, man.
It's always great to come in and hang out with you guys. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
For whoever is on the stream, that's an exclusive for you guys on the stream here.
Yeah,
Mr. Thick is going to be on the episode this week.
I love that. That's my nickname now. How did that? I don't even remember how it occurred that was my nickname.
So the first stream that we did of this, you came up with that name as a joke, and I made sure.
That's funny. Okay. I can dig it.
I was like, Aaron Thick has been birthed, and you are forever now Aaron Thick.
That works. That's funny.
And that's exactly how you reacted. Is like, yeah, I'll take that. That's mine.
Yeah, that's fun. I love it. So sorry, I'm going to be on and off of this mic. I want to finish writing up this this bracket. It's actually pretty cool. I like the franchises that are on it. I think it'll be fun. So give me a second.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a single piece here. 3 pieces. That's another quad, so that goes right there. Three-piece. For everybody listening, feel free to chime in if you guys want to. Yeah, go ahead and talk in the chat.
I'm looking up occasionally, and I will be saying what you say. I'm your mouth. I meant that. That wasn't as dirty than I meant it to be.
That was dirtier in my head than it probably came out.
I am your mouth, or
yeah,
that's okay.
That just means there's nothing wrong with that at all.
That's true.
And we got a busy week with distance nerding this week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man, because not only do we have the stream tonight, we're recording the episode a day early. And it's not just for you, we're also doing a trivia event on Wednesday night.
I saw that.
So kind of all worked out, that it worked for you. It works better for you on Tuesdays because we were like, okay, well, we're going to take Wednesday to do this trivia thing.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Man, I haven't done a trivia event in a while, and it's actually with Thiccc, who are the last. That's the last organization I did a trivia event with. So
yeah,
they're pretty fun.
I've heard of them. I know that name. I don't.
Yeah, Thiccc. They're like a kind of like nerd collective.
Okay. Yeah.
They do like all kinds of like nerdy like events and stuff like that. They're fun and they're really fun.
Awesome.
He's got a lot of one-off pieces on it.
Because you got the little tubes. Is the tubes next, or what do you what does it look like you're doing?
This looks like just like the front side of the mask still.
Got it.
All right, there we go. Time to open the book.
Awesome.
Oh no, it actually does look like it's the twos. So if we look at it right there on the,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's like the first set of tubes on the mask. It's pretty cool.
Very, very nice.
Wait. These and one book. All right.
Okay, so I got the brackets ready. The final two. So there wasn't a complete 32.
Okay.
The end is like so. The end. Superman and Batman have already went to the next round.
Okay.
But now we have to go through the rest of them.
Like naturally, Batman and Superman are gonna go to the next round.
Or no, Batman and Spider-Man. Sorry.
Oh, still naturally.
Yeah. So did I share this already? Sorry. Okay. So you want to start? You want me to start it out now?
Yeah, let's go.
So we got first up Planet of the Apes. This is best franchises. I don't know if I said that. So we got Planet of the Apes franchise versus the X-Men franchise.
Now we're looking at the entire franchise, like new movies, old movies alike, right?
I'm gonna say yes. Let's give it a solid yes.
I'm gonna give that a solid Planet of the Apes.
Me too, because I
hate the X-Men series, man. I hate the way they were portrayed.
Right, and the comics are X-Men as a team, as a story isn't bad, but we're not talking about the comics.
Right, we're talking about the movie franchise, and that movie franchise was horrible.
Right, so okay, that works. So that's an easy pick. I like it.
Yeah. Next question, Emil.
All right, so now this might be good. So Transformers franchise, and I'm gonna go. That includes Bumblebee, and that includes everything after the second one where it all became garbage.
Right.
So saying that I feel like they've had a lot more bad movies than good, but that's subjective.
It's I would agree with you on that.
So we got Transformers versus Shrek.
Oh, Shrek, hardcore. The difference between Shrek and Transformers, it's mainly because there's not a Shrek movie I don't like.
So I haven't seen
Transformers movies that I don't like.
Correct. I haven't seen like the last maybe one or two Shreks, but they're not horrible. They're perfectly serviceable for what they are,
Right.
And they're classics. They're
James is giving us the argument there. He said straight up, no Transformers.
Well, that's not an argument. That's just saying Transformers. I would love to hear an actual argument because
we're and Okay, so I guess if we take it a step back, are we talking just the movies or are we talking the cartoons too?
Just the movies.
Just the movies. So
Yeah.
James, we're not talking the cartoons because if we're going to talk franchises and the cartoons, the cartoons are probably going to win out. But I mean,
Because then we could have added in comics to X-Men, which we can't.
right, which is not what we're doing.
Right.
Because if we're adding comics into that, then X-Men wins hands down.
Right. All right. So sorry, James, you've been denied. Yeah. Okay. This is going pretty well. I like the quickness since this is probably going to go quicker. So now this is okay. This is going to be hard for anybody but me, I think. This is right away. We're starting out hot. Marvel versus Lord of the Rings. But
God,
we got to include. We include everything. Marvel, we have to include all the Hulks. We have to include the Fantastic Fours and the X-Men and the Spider-Man. And then with Lord of the Rings, you have to include the Hobbits. Right? So since James is here, I'm sure he's gonna have to be the deciding vote here because I'm going with Marvel.
Between Marvel and Lord of the Rings.
Correct.
God, that's a hard one.
I know. James, what do you I want to know your opinion. Don't let it sway you, Phil. I just want to know his opinion. James, Marvel or Lord of the Rings? Of course, he's typing, and now he's not doing anything.
Ultimately, dude, I'm going to give it to Marvel.
Yes.
I love the Lord of the Rings franchise, but just Marvel has done so much more.
It's such a, I don't know. I know the scope, like they're all very big and they spent a lot of money and they all made a lot of money. But I don't know.
The other thing is even the bad movies are good. So, I mean,
yeah, like their worst movie that's still in canon is the Edward Norton Hulk. And I like that movie.
That movie's not bad.
I really like, and I like, so I don't know. So, okay. So, and even James says Marvel too. So,
yeah, I think Marvel gets that one. I mean, again, like I mentioned, it's just even the bad movies are good. And that says a lot about your franchise. It's when the bad movies are still good.
Right. So, okay. So the next one we got is
The Dark World is considered the worst out of all of them. And that movie wasn't that bad.
I like it. It just suffered from a generic bad guy. And it's really not that bad. I like the story a lot. But anyways,
it was also early in the franchise, so I mean, you're gonna get that.
James says no. Lord of the Rings made me cry. F you Hobbit. There's like another 7 Hobbits around the corner. Yeah, even though that was like 120-page book. Yeah, I know. Whatever. I feel like what I heard something on the internet about how they literally made a paragraph of the Hobbit book into a whole movie or something like that. It's insane.
That movie definitely got stretched out because that was one book that got made into a trilogy.
Yeah. And then there's not many people here, but just so everybody knows, I'm an idiot and I can't read that well. That's why it's funny when I read things. So that's why I'm reading the comments. Sorry. Okay. The next one, we got the Matrix franchise versus Star Trek.
The Matrix franchise versus Star Trek?
Now, Matrix has 3 and Star Trek has a lot. They have a lot.
Star Trek has 52 million.
52 million movies? I believe it. I haven't seen them. I've seen a few, but not all of them.
Some of their movies are overly campy.
I've heard Wrath of Khan is great. The original, I've heard it's great, but I wasn't a Star Trek fan when I was a kid, so I never saw the originals.
Gotcha.
I saw the new one with Benedict Cumberbatch, and that was fine.
Comes a bunch.
That's his name, right?
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, comes to her back. I'm sorry, I had to say that low because that was uncalled for.
So James says Transformers v Shrek, Transformers 1986. Enough said.
He's
Okay.
seen the animated movie. The animated movie, yes, was great, but we're not including that in the franchise at this point, James. We're talking the movie franchise and the live action movie franchise because I know you're gonna give me a.
I know.
You're gonna give me. It is a movie.
Yeah, and then what else? Star Trek. ... Star Trek got humpback whales. Can Matrix say that? I'm sure the Matrix has humpback whales. They're just not included in the movies. I mean,
Yeah,
they're in the world.
Star Trek had humpback whales in space.
That's pretty awesome. I like the Matrix. I was a fan of the last two movies more than I think a lot of people were. I'm not going to say that it's better or worse than such a franchise that's been around for, what is it, 50 years, 40 years. I'm a little nervous about the new movie, but I'm excited. So, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? What's going through your head?
We're talking Trek versus the Matrix. That's a hard one.
And this is a hard one for me because this isn't like Lord of the Rings for me, where it's hard for me to watch. Like, I get so bored. I can't, like April was asked, I haven't gotten through the first movie. I've tried 5 times to watch the first movie and I've been so bored. I haven't gotten through the first movie ever.
Oh, for Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, but Star Trek, I don't hate it. I'm just indifferent. I haven't watched enough of it. I've seen all of the new ones. I've seen part of the new series, but those don't count in what we're talking about. I think Star Trek is a great universe to be in. Like, it's so
it's a pretty hard call, man. That's because I mean they're both good franchises.
They were both iconic for the genre,
They're both game changers.
Yeah. So I think just because of longevity, and I think there has been a lot of great movies, even though there has been some stinkers, I think I would go with Star Trek.
I don't want to go with Trek.
Neither do I. but I'm trying to be fair.
But that's the thing is I'm probably gonna side with Star Trek as much as I don't want to.
Yeah, and once again, I don't want to either. I love the Matrix.
I think just because you're right, the longevity of that franchise is just it's what's winning that over.
Right. So okay, I'm putting it down.
Yeah. There are other franchises that I would want to put over that, but
yeah. James says Star Trek. Star Trek got humpback. Oh, that was already said. Never mind.
Here.
Okay, so we got next up is the Die Hard franchise versus Rocky.
Ooh. Die Hard versus Rocky.
Now, with Rocky, I haven't seen the later ones. I think I've seen the first 2. I know they got pretty bad the last few. After 2, they got really bad. But then wait, are we counting the Creed movies in the Rocky franchise?
We would have to because that is part of the Rocky franchise.
So I haven't seen those, but all I've heard is good things.
Yeah, they're good.
And then Die Hard,
those movies get bad after like
yeah, the one with Justin Long I heard was great. I saw it. I liked that one. Live Free or Die Hard.
Right.
Right?
Also, Kevin Smith is in.
Yeah, that is the one that Kevin Smith is in. That one is really good, but I feel like it's that one, the first 2, and that's it. So they're pretty evenly matched. I'm going off of like culturally. I feel like Rocky is bigger and better culturally to me.
Right.
It jump-started a whole career of Sylvester Stallone. The whole story of him in that movie is so great.
But I mean, Die Hard pretty much solidified what's his name?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis as an action star though.
Right.
And it's the ultimate Christmas movie.
You guys are idiots. So it's just the dumbest argument. I hate that. I just hate it. I don't even feel like arguing that right now. That's for another time. But so I'm going with Rocky. James says Rocky. There's some Rocky movies late, but Creed makes up for it. Plus Rocky 4, that's iconic. What happened in Rocky 4?
Creed gets killed.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
If he dies, he dies.
Ivan Drogo. Where's my bird? Oh, sorry. That's
Wrong.
wrong. That's a wrong Russian. Where's my bird?
Hey, where is my beard? What is my beard? He
Your
doesn't say
beard?
first. Beard.
Your beard?
Hey man, where's my beard?
Your beard.
That's how he says bird.
I know. I love it. So I'm going with Rocky.
Yeah, I'll have to go with Rocky.
Okay.
I have to agree with that. Just there's no denying that movie is or not even just that movie, that franchise is one of the most iconic franchises.
Okay. So in this one, I don't know if you'll have more knowledge on it than me, but so if this is between a franchise that I've never seen, but it's very iconic and it's an older one, and then a newer one, which is we got the Dirty Harry franchise and Men in Black.
Dirty Harry versus Men in Black. That's not fair.
Because it's Dirty Harry, right?
Yeah.
Once again, I've never seen any of the Dirty Harry movies. James says, "Where's the pops and stickers?" Jeez, James, you're
late, dude. They're off.
They were there in the beginning. You need to. Jeez, man.
Come, they're not sitting on the table because
Look, we got the logo right up in the corner. Okay. The pops. This isn't the pop show. This is the Lego live stream. Okay, so we're going with Dirty Harry then, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say other than Men in Black were fun, but it's not. I don't know. It's not anything like those movies.
Right.
Okay.
What did James say?
That's it.
Oh, okay. I thought he said something again.
Oh, here we go. Here, he just said that they need to be sitting on the table. That's the point. The pops and stickers are there. Okay.
Sorry, Dad. I'm working on it right now. Put the stickers back on, okay? Don't yell at me. Stop yelling at me. They're coming back off the table if they get in my way.
Pickle Rick?
I'm Pickle Rick!
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, next up, I can't respect Thicc's judgment while he's wearing sunglasses indoors. They're not really sunglasses because there's no tint. There's just like light blue regular glasses. But
You don't get to judge him. Corey Hart wore his sunglasses inside.
Yeah. Okay. So the next
Wore his sunglasses at night.
because I can. And Thomas Wong, what's up, guys? What's up, Thomas?
What up? Going on,
okay.
Bird?
So let's see. Next up, we got Blade Runner versus the Fast and the Furious franchise.
I'm biased on this. I get that the Fast and the Furious franchise is very big right now.
Sure.
But I do not like that franchise.
I feel like it's more campy than anything.
Yeah, it used to be like, kind of like a serious heist espionage franchise.
But now we got.
Joke.
I mean, there's just so much. It's all spectacle. That's all it is.
Right.
It's so much. It's like a Michael Bay. It's like a constant. It's just a Michael Bay movie. That's all those are.
Yeah. So that all being said, obviously I'm going with
Blade Runner.
With Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Even though Blade Runner is technically only 2 movies, but I mean.
Well, it's technically 2 movies, but the original Blade Runner has like 5 different director's cuts and different cuts. It's like 7 movies.
It's like Justice League. You have like 22 different movies happening all at once.
I love it.
They don't love you like I love you.
Okay. So next up, we have the Harry Potter franchise versus the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
Where's Bird when you need her?
That's what I was just thinking.
Harry Potter versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
My God, look how cool that looks.
Oh, man. I love it. It's looking good, man. Do we only have 1 bag left? Are you done?
Yeah, I've got 1 bag left here.
Oh, so I need to go through this fast. I think I'm gonna have to say Harry Potter for me.
Harry Potter.
James says Fast and the Furious. It's still going, and it has Rocky, and it has The Rock. All the spectacle.
Dwayne's in it, dude.
Right, and the fangs and guns and swords are not spectacular. Look, man, you're wrong. You're wrong, James. You're just wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna say Harry Potter just because Pirates. It's another one. It's just like it's gotten way worse. The first 2 movies were great.
I was gonna go with Harry Potter because of consistency.
Yeah.
It's Harry Potter's definitely a much more consistent franchise. Like you have more, like there's more good movies in Harry Potter than there are bad.
Right.
Whereas Pirates of the Caribbean, you have a couple of stinkers in there, and it's just.
Yeah. Thomas Wong says, remember Fast and the Furious was malty about racing and race cars? Mostly. There we go. Thank you for the correction. Yeah, they changed.
That's what we're saying. Like it's like this giant spectacle movie franchise now. It used to be a serious espionage like racing movie, or not espionage, but more like heist racing.
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
Like the idea was you had these really cool cars, and now it's like, okay, we have cool cars, but just to see them like jump and do these things that wouldn't happen in real life. Like the most unrealistic thing that you had in the Fast and the Furious movies was driving the original ones was driving under a truck, because that you couldn't really do that. And then like the high jumps that they did inside of some of those heavy ass cars.
Yeah, and now they have cars jumping out of planes, and it's so crazy. It's insane.
A lot of things, there's a lot of just really unrealistic things that happen in Fast and Furious.
And that's not bad. That's the point of the movie, and it makes it fun.
But it used to be grounded, and that's the whole reason why a lot of people don't like the series anymore. Is because it used to be this grounded series, and now it's not.
Yeah. So, hold on, James. Hold on.
Oh, is that him messaging us on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, man. Look, James, we're going fast. I'm trying to finish this before he finishes the last bag. We're going quick.
I mean, if I finish the last bag, we'll just hang out. I'll put the camera on. We'll hang out.
Okay. Yeah. Thomas says driving that one car from building to another. Okay. Yeah. So unrealistic. Yeah. I mean, but it's fun. That was the point. It's fun, but yeah, it's not. It's not in contention. I don't think it's in the same conversation.
Not anymore.
Okay, so now we got the Jack Ryan franchise versus the Mission Impossible franchise.
I'm gonna go with Mission Impossible purely on that. Most people don't know what movies are actually part of the Jack Ryan series.
Right. I don't think they know what movies are part of the Jack Ryan series.
Well, I mean, because you have Clear and Present Danger, you have you have the Harrison Ford runs, you have, there was like one movie where Matt Damon played him. You have now it's John Krasinski,
right?
Like,
and I've heard they're good. Like the Amazon Prime, it's great.
The Krasinski one is really good. Like he kills it as Jack Ryan, dude.
Yeah,
but that's when he first started like getting in shape and like getting all ripped was for that role, and he kills it as Jack Ryan. But I mean,
Thomas says Mission Impossible because it's so well known. Yeah, it's the more well known, and I feel like they've had even especially the recent ones. They've been so good and so consistent, and they've been very good movies.
Yeah, they brought Superman into the game, so I mean,
oh come on,
hashtag Mustachegate,
hashtag Kiss Me Softly, Cavill.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna put down Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it's like they brought in Henry Cavill. I mean, what wins more than Henry Cavill?
All right. Okay, so. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so next we got Mad Max versus James Bond.
Bond for sure. I love the Mad Max series. Don't get me wrong. And I mean, it's going to get bigger soon because they've already announced that they're doing more movies and they're going to start getting deeper into the lore. But nothing beats James Bond. Even the bad movies, still then are like iconic.
Yeah, they really are, and it is such an iconic franchise, and the staying power of it. It's just been around for so long, and that we've had all the different Bonds, and they've all brought something different.
The real question comes down to who's your favorite Bond.
I feel like I really liked Sean Connery, but I haven't seen his movies since I was a kid. I haven't seen the Sean Connery Bond in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember liking those a lot. But I like Daniel Craig. It's a different take. It's more gritty and real.
The thing is Daniel Craig's is very comparable to
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. If you're going to compare all the Bonds together, like his Bond is very close to Connery's.
Well, and then we got GoldenEye for N64, and I mean, come on, it's
and that's the thing is a lot of people like Pierce Brosnan, and a lot of people like Pierce Brosnan as Bond. I'm
Pierce
not
Brosnan.
Huge,
sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. I was going to say I'm not a huge Pierce Brosnan fan.
I think Pierce Brosnan was good for what it was in the 90s, or the early 2000s. But I don't think I don't think that version could be made today and it be okay. I think it was too fluffy, too cheesy, too 90s. It was way too 90s.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. Is he brought a level of realism to such a cheesy version of the franchise?
Yeah,
but, I mean, ultimately, like I said, I'm between. I'm the same as you. I'm between Daniel Craig and Sean Connery.
Right. Okay. So cool. So I'm gonna put down Bond. Next we have. Oh, this might be a good debate. Indiana Jones versus Jurassic Park.
Oh God.
How do you feel about the new Jurassic Parks?
I don't have an issue with Jurassic World. I actually like the Jurassic World movies. A lot of people don't, right? I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones because it comes down to there's one Indiana Jones movie that everybody hates, but every other one is pretty consistently everybody loves. Jurassic Park has a couple of movies that everybody hates.
But Look. I'm gonna say. I think you're right. Thomas says Dr. Indiana Jones. I'm sorry. I still have my one gripe I've had since I talked about it on Hardly Heroes, and that's Jurassic Park is inaccurate, and they do not show the dinosaurs' buttholes. There is no buttholes.
Yeah.
How do they poop? Because we see poop. We've seen poop in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we did.
We have
poop that Ellie just like dug herself into.
But the dinosaurs literally don't have buttholes. I don't appreciate that. I don't like it, and it takes them off the list for me.
Like, what's the one reason you don't like the Jurassic Park franchise? I don't see dino butts. There's no buttholes.
See, I think it's a valid argument.
I like realism. Look, I like realism, and they don't have buttholes, and I'm not okay
So
with that.
first, if Jurassic Park gives them buttholes and then gives them feathers, maybe I'll give them a chance.
Feathers. In Jurassic Park 3, they gave the raptors feathers.
Oh, they did. Okay.
The males had feathers.
Oh, well, there we go. Okay, so the next one, two very polar opposite franchises, but we got the Alien franchise versus the Toy Story franchise.
Oh, that's not fair.
James says you don't see buttholes on the Little Mermaid. You're right, and I'm appalled by that. You're preaching to the choir, James. You're preaching to the choir.
Toy Story versus Aliens. That's not fair at all. That is not fair. Because you took one franchise that is super iconic that would win in any other case,
right?
And put it up against one of the best franchises in existence. Like, even again, a lot of people don't like Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 was still good.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Thomas says,
and you're making me choose between that and Alien. What the hell, dude?
I know. Thomas says that's a tough one. That one isn't fair. I can't decide Aliens versus Toy Story. I know. That's what's fun about it. James says Toy Story all the way.
Because you have children.
Storytelling. But see, he says it's because of the storytelling in Toy Story. But, I mean, I don't know.
We all know it's because he can't show his kids Alien right now.
I don't know about him, but I've showed my 3-year-old's watched all the Aliens, and he's been fine. He's not going to turn out weird at all.
So he's not going to be weird. It's not weird. Who's weird?
I'm not going to be a psychopath. So,
God damn it, man! What the? God damn it! I can't on this one.
I'm going to say Alien. I like them both. I love them both. But man, that is hard. I'm going with Alien.
Alien and Toy Story, man.
James says one has Winona Ryder in a slump, and the other has Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, I know. It's a hard decision.
They mostly come at night.
That's what she said. Oh, hey, April's here. The right answer is Toy Story.
Of course, that's you're a Disney. Like you're biased because of Disney, right? I have two iconic franchises that I can't choose between because I love Toy Story. Toy Story has a lot of there's a lot of nostalgia behind that. There's a lot of like childhood memories that attach to that movie and just in general in that franchise. But Alien taught us fear.
Right. And even the new ones. I like a lot of people shit on the new Alien, the Covenant. I liked them. I thought they tried something. They tried to go back to horror, and I think it worked. It wasn't as good, obviously, but I thought it was great.
The other thing is like, how do we count out xenomorphs on this, man? Like, you cannot count out xenomorphs in this argument.
Yeah. So
All right.
I'm.
What's
so
the
let's see.
consensus right now? What is everybody saying?
So okay, so James is saying Toy Story. April saying Toy Story. I think Thomas is saying Alien. Thomas, are you saying Alien?
Early Bird, are you saying Alien or are you saying Toy Story?
But we got 2 for Toy Story. I'm saying Alien.
Well, of course, we got the 2 Disney freaks that are saying
Right. He's not saying anything yet. I'm just waiting.
Okay.
Oh, he's saying Alien. Thomas says Alien.
So it's 2 Alien, 2 Toy Story right now?
And I'm saying Alien. So
That's
you're
what
the
I'm
deciding factor.
Yeah, it's 2 Alien, 2 Toy Story right now, right?
Yeah.
You guys suck.
April says, hey, I missed the beginning. You did pick Mission Impossible and Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
Please take me back to
Yeah.
me back to where my
Oh, no, we didn't pick Jurassic Park. We picked Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah. No, Jurassic Park wouldn't win over Indiana.
So we picked Mission Impossible out of those 2, and then we picked Indiana Jones out of Indiana Jones versus Jurassic Park. You just missed that. We just did it. So once again, I'm going to say Alien.
Deciding factor, I'm going Alien.
Yeah. There we go.
There's just Toy Story does have a lot of like nostalgic things behind it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks about it, but like when you think of the first kind of like real monster jump scare movie that just scares the living daylights out of you,
Right.
Alien takes the cake.
April seems upset at us that we picked Indiana Jones over Jurassic Park.
It's Indiana Jones.
Right. Okay, I got an easy one. Is the next one. You ready?
Yeah.
Star Wars versus the Ocean's 11, the Ocean's franchise.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like the Ocean's movies.
They're fun.
They're fun. There are multiple versions of that franchise too, because the old ones are fun too with the Rat Pack.
Right.
But ultimately,
all right.
I go. I mean, nothing beats Star Wars in my world.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the last one for this section, and we got Terminator versus Hannibal.
Oh, that's another hard one.
Was there? I feel like there was more. See, they both have some bad movies in there.
Hannibal, because it's Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, and Hannibal.
Yeah.
All based on books. The series was based on the Hannibal Lecter series was original, and so is the new Clarice Starling series that just came out, which I haven't watched yet.
Yeah. So are you picking Hannibal?
You said between Hannibal and Star Wars?
No, between Hannibal and Terminator.
Oh, Hannibal and Terminator? No, Terminator.
Oh, whoa.
Or hold on. Hannibal's more consistent. The Hannibal series is probably going to be like consistently the movies are better.
Yeah. April says, isn't Manhunter a Hannibal one? I don't know.
Is Manhunter a Hannibal?
Okay, Hannibal is fiction, right?
Yes.
Manhunter is based off of a real event. Is based off of reality. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
It could be the opposite, that Hannibal is based on Manhunter.
Okay.
It might be based on a book, if anything.
Right. Thomas says Terminator.
Yeah, I kind of want to go with Terminator just because it's the Terminator franchise.
Now, and we're even basing it off of like the last few bad ones. Like, I never saw the Christian Bale one. Was that bad? I feel like that was bad or not great.
Okay. It wasn't great.
I feel like the last one with Linda Carter wasn't good.
Linda Hamilton, yeah, that
one too. Yeah, her too.
Yeah, I like that one. I like Genesis too. I mean, like, you know, they weren't as good as nothing is as good as the original two.
Right.
right? Because the first Terminator movie stands alone on its own, but then Judgment Day is considered a classic. So it's like,
Yeah. Okay. So we're going with Terminator then.
yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna write this down. Hold on.
I want to say Terminator. I mean, as good as Hannibal is, though, like the Hannibal franchise in general, like none of those movies are bad.
Right. And then, like I said in the beginning, it was an uneven list. So we already have for the next round Spider-Man franchise versus the Batman franchise already picked. So that's in. I need to use the restroom. So give me a second, and we're gonna finish up this bracket.
All right. So he's taking a break, guys. I'm not taking a break though. I'm here and I'm still building. So let's see here. Just gotta look at something. I have like 50,000 messages coming in at me right now. All right. I just realized because I wasn't looking at the chat, April, but I just saw the it's not a debate. Go to the next group when we were talking about Star Wars. Guys, just a reminder. Remember, the end of this, I'm giving this away. So whoever is in the chat, whoever's around. So I have a couple of other kits. Actually, I know everybody wants me to do the Nintendo kit, Thomas. I'm planning on doing the Millennium Falcon next, but I really do want to get into the Nintendo one. And then I have a 67 Mustang Fastback that I just got. So those are the ones that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks here. But yeah, this kit, guys, I'm gonna do like a little giveaway at the end of this for this kit right here. So I'm gonna keep this on the side here so that way you guys know it's there. All you got to do to get it is just stay in the chat. And like James is saying, we are hosting a trivia night on here on Facebook on Sat Geeks Facebook page. Just register; it's free. We're going to be doing all kinds of trivia and fun stuff with that. So it's always fun, man. The last time we did trivia, we had a amazing time. Boom, 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 boom. Let me get back to this build here. Yeah, that kit is like a nice, something you want to give your kids or something like that, or maybe you just want to win it and do it on your own. Never know. But whatever you want to do with it, it's up to you. Just want to give back to the people who support us. Yeah, he's been gone for a little while. Possibility he may have fallen in the toilet. Would not put that past him.
Okay.
All right, man. Some of the fans were wondering whether you fell in the toilet or not.
I did. Sorry. I got all cleaned up. I'm a little wet still, but I'm fine. Do I need to read any of these, or you read them all?
I've been trying to read some of them.
Okay. Let's see. Might need to prepare better and wear a diaper for the next build. I was thinking about it. I depends. I mean, they're reasonably priced. I've lost some weight, so I'm sure I can get anyone that they'll all fit me. So that would be fun. I like that. Just pee pee and poop right into a diaper and then clean it up later. I like it. So
If we're gonna relate that to anything, right? Astronauts wear diapers.
see, and I even got the NASA shirt on. I'm basically I'm an astronaut. Thank you.
That's exactly where I was going with that.
And they look almost just like underwear. Yeah, they do. They're very discreet. I can wear them with any of my clothes. You wouldn't even notice. It's fine. Okay, so can we move on to the next round?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next round.
All right. So next up, we have Planet of the Apes franchise. By the way, for anybody who's watching, we're doing best franchises of all time. If that wasn't clear, that's what we're doing. So now we have the Planet of the Apes franchise versus the Shrek franchise.
Planet of the Apes versus Shrek.
I think I'm gonna say Planet of the Apes.
I'm leaning Planet of the Apes too.
Yeah. Thomas says Shrek. April says X-Men. April, you stop it. Not X-Men. I'm saying Planet of the Apes or Shrek.
X-Men lost already, okay?
Yes. Where did X-Men lose? Yeah, X-Men lost to Planet of the Apes. You stop it.
April, just remember we have a friend that worked on on the X-Men franchise that said
we do have a friend.
And he said that franchise was the worst.
Are we thinking of the same friend?
Mr. Corona?
I would love that. Yeah, Mr. Corona. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna put down Planet of the Apes then. Yeah. All right.
Never thought I would be okay when the pain took over.
All right. This is okay. Oh, and she's gonna be mad. She wasn't here for the Marvel versus Lord of the Rings. So right now, the next up, we have Marvel franchise versus the Star Trek franchise.
Sorry, Jackie just walked in. I didn't hear anything you just said.
It's okay. So we have the Marvel franchise versus the Star Trek franchise.
Marvel versus Star Trek. Marvel.
Wow. All right. I mean, yes, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Trekkies love Trek, right? There's plenty of Trekkies that are gonna argue this against me, but I mean,
true. April says, I know how that one was going to go. I pick MCU. Good call.
Yeah, I'm Marvel all the way. Like, you know.
All right. Next up, we have the Rocky franchise versus Dirty Harry franchise.
And just to backtrack real quick though, like on that.
Yeah.
The reason I'm picking Marvel is because the storytelling is on par, like leagues better than anything that Trek has ever done.
Yeah,
and, don't get me wrong. I love Star Trek, right? Like Star Trek is a good franchise. The thing is that again, the storytelling isn't there by comparison,
right?
Because they told the stories that they told over a course of 22 movies, and everything meshed together.
Yeah.
Everything had its place, you know. So I mean, that's the reason I go Marvel, is because the storytelling just wins out.
Right. Okay, cool. So Thomas says Dirty Harry. We got Rocky versus Dirty Harry.
Rocky versus Dirty Harry.
Once again, this is hard for me because I know that they're iconic, and I know that the Dirty Harry movies were such a big deal, and they are to cinema in general, but I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any of them. I just know that I know their impact on the industry. So
right.
Thomas says Dirty Harry because I want to become an inspector. I don't know what that means.
He's a cop, so.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Thank you, Thomas. Well, I want to be a boxer.
I can teach you how to be a boxer. You want to be a boxer?
Yeah.
A lot of work, man.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work.
I know. Okay. So what are your initial thoughts? Rocky versus Dirty Harry.
Cinematically, Dirty Harry is probably one of the best franchises to ever be created.
Yeah.
Rocky has one of the best stories of what it had to go through and what it had to do to become what it became.
Right.
So it becomes really difficult because of just the sheer just work that went into and the care that went into that.
I know exactly what you're saying. I feel like it's there. The Dirty Harry franchise, I feel like it's just so much more on a bigger level, than Rocky. Not to take away anything that Rocky has, but I feel like Dirty Harry is so much more iconic and groundbreaking for what it is and what it did to the film industry.
Right.
That's going off of me not seeing it. I just know, So I'm going to say Dirty Harry.
You're going to go with Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stick with Rocky, man.
Oh, okay. Well, we got Thomas saying Dirty Harry.
Now, Thomas, are you sticking with Dirty Harry because it takes place in San Francisco and you're SFPD?
Oh, there we go. And then April says, I go Rocky because we are including the Creed ones, right? Yeah, we are including the Creed ones.
Creed.
So we're at a tie again. Is James still here? What does James have to say? So, but Dirty. Oh, very nice. Look at that. That's fancy. Oh, James says Rocky.
And I knew it, Thomas. But Dirty Harry had an influence on my career. Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah. So I think
SFPD. I mean,
yeah, I think we're going with Rocky then. All right, here we go. On to the next. Sorry, Thomas. I tried, but So, this will be good because Bird's here. So next up we have Blade Runner versus Harry Potter.
I'm going Harry Potter on this.
Ooh.
I love Blade Runner. Don't get me wrong. I love Blade Runner, but again, Harry Potter it took a book franchise that was already pretty big and made it like even bigger.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to think of an argument and I just can't. So I'm going with Harry Potter too. All right. So now we have Mission Impossible franchise versus the James Bond franchise.
Ooh, that's not fair. Yeah, that's not fair at all.
Yeah, it's because and we're talking about so Thomas says James Bond. So I'm thinking the main character is so yes, it's not a very similar movie. I mean, they kind of are, but just the charisma and the two characters are so fun to watch between Mission Impossible and James Bond. No matter who's playing James Bond, you want to see it. You're there for it. And it's just so hard.
The point where at the moment, right now, waiting for another James Bond movie to come out.
Right.
Push back, so.
Yeah, and I'm excited for Rami Malek to play the villain.
Oh, Rami Malek looks like he's gonna do a good job.
Yeah. But I'm in the back for Rami Malek since, not Mr. Robot, since Night at the Museum. I just loved him.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he played the Pharaoh.
Yeah, he did. That was one of his first big roles.
That's right. He played the Pharaoh.
Let's see. Bert says, "Ugh, I go Mission Impossible just because I'm willing to watch more of those than James Bond. There's another Mission Impossible too." What?
Is the work they're filming another Mission Impossible right now.
Got it.
You didn't hear about the big rant that what's his name went on?
Daniel Craig?
No.
Yeah. Tom Cruise. Yeah, the COVID rant.
COVID rant that he just went on.
First of all, look, Tom Cruise's COVID rant is not even close to being as entertaining as Christian Bale's Terminator rant. That was
so bad.
The best rant, and it came with the best Family Guy parody of it.
Because he got mad because somebody walked in front of him, right? And,
correct.
While filming a scene.
It was like a light guy, and he just went off for like 5 to 10 minutes. It was great. And like randomly in the middle of the army, he's like, "I like you. You're a good guy. You're a good guy, but this is bullshit." I'm like, "No, you don't like him. You don't know him. He's the light guy, and you're Christian Bale."
He's just like, "You, sir, could fuck off."
Yeah. Let's see.
He's so mad.
April says, "Aaron, we should be picking Mission Impossible solely for Henry Hot Mustache Cavill." You're right. I know we brought him up last time.
Is that his new name? Is Henry Hot Mustache Cavill?
That might be to her, but to me, it's Henry Kiss You on the Mouth Softly Cavill. Do you remember my shirt idea? I got a lot of praise for that shirt idea.
You guys are too much.
And then Thomas says, "But James Bond is so iconic." I know. But even now, like Mission Impossible has become very iconic. It's been around for almost 30 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
20, 25 years. So I'm gonna say Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible versus James Bond. And we're talking best franchises of all time, right?
Period. You have to choose which is better, which franchise is better.
Oh,
Mission Impossible.
That's what I'm saying. Is if we're choosing solely on, we're looking to say what the best franchise of all time is. James Bond wins it out.
All right. And then let's see. What is everybody else saying? So Thomas is saying, Bond. So yeah, you're right. So let's go with Bond. We'll go with Bond. That's a final decision.
Bond. James Bond.
James Bond. All right. So now we have Indiana Jones versus the Alien franchise.
Indiana Jones versus Alien.
So my initial thoughts is Indy. That's my initial thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to lean Alien. Or, I'm sorry, Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Thomas says that's tough. Yeah, I know. These are all after that second round, they all get kind of tough. After the first round. That happened with the superhero one last week. I feel like the first round was all like, why are these even decisions? And then after the first round, it kind of took shape and it was really hard.
Right.
So April agrees with Indiana Jones. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm saying Indy. You're saying Indy. April's saying Indy, and then Thomas doesn't know. I'm gonna say Indy then.
Are these like jetpacks? Do they just like come down? Like,
Oh. Huh. All right. I'm putting down Indy.
I can't drink the pain. It's a jagged little pill to swallow, and it hardly works.
Okay. Next up. Yeah, everybody's. Oh, James says we named the dog Indiana.
that's an ongoing joke that we've been doing on the show.
Yeah. Okay. So
We named the dog Indiana.
Right. So next up, we got Star Wars versus Terminator.
Star Wars. I love Terminator. I love Terminator to all hell. I love everything about Terminator, but it's not Star Wars.
Yeah. So I fully agree. That's a good one. All right. Let's see. James says, Thick, you've been working out. The mic arm looks strong. Yeah. Actually, I haven't been working out. I gained like 10 pounds, but thank you though.
Noticing.
Yeah, James says Star Wars. Thomas says Star Wars. I like it. We all are in agreement. All right. And this one, last one of this round. James says franchise. Does this include Mando? No, it doesn't. Right? We're not including Mandalorian.
Not including the Mandalorian on this,
right? Because it's a TV show, not a movie.
Well, you're right. You're right. It's because it's not a movie.
Right. It doesn't matter. We still pick Star Wars. So, okay. Next up, Spider-Man franchise. So this, once again, we went past this in the beginning, but this includes Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland versus Batman, which includes Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Christian Bale.
The thing is that we get to The Dark Knight, and that is considered one of the most cinematically like perfect movies.
I know. We got Ben Affleck. We got a lot of people doing this Batman thing.
After this weekend,
I know. Right.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are more on board with Ben Affleck. So,
and I love, like, once again, I'm not like, I love Tom Holland, Spider-Man. I love it.
It's done, people.
Woo! Very nice. Can we get a round of applause? Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. April says Batman. Yeah. Yeah. Once again, I agree. It's hard because, there are a lot of stinkers in the Spider-Man. We got, Spider-Man 3.
Oh, Spider-Man 3 is by far the worst superhero movie.
And then I actually didn't mind the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. Like, they were fine. They weren't garbage like everybody said. They were fine.
Okay. So the issues that we ran into with these franchises is that, like, a lot of people didn't like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I didn't like him as Peter Parker.
Correct. That's exactly what I've always said.
I thought his Spider-Man was great.
So what was it? So that's exactly right. His Spider-Man was good. Him as Peter Parker, I'm like, he is too much of a pretty boy, popular kid to be Peter Parker.
Yeah, Peter Parker needs to be like the nerd kid.
Yeah,
That's what I like about what's his name about the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, Tom Holland kind of skirts that line really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is a very handsome dude, but he can pull off nerdy Peter Parker really well.
Yeah.
But I think from what you said what you mean these franchises, as James says. I don't know. I don't remember what I said even 3 seconds ago. So you're
What do
gonna have
you mean these franchises?
Yeah. So I once again, from what you said in the beginning, I fully agree with the Dark Knight argument. I think Batman has to beat Spider-Man, hands down.
Yeah, I go with Batman. Just again, you have one of the Nolan made a perfect cinematic masterpiece in the Dark Knight.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And then just so everybody knows, Phil did finish the Lego, and we're almost done with this bracket, and that's when the stream will be over. Is when we're done with this. Yeah.
Once we figure out who wins this this sweet ass.
Oh, you want to do that now or after the bracket?
Let's do it after the bracket.
Okay. So yeah, just so you know, we're finishing up this bracket, and then we are giving away to somebody on the stream that isn't me or James this Lego set. Okay, so next up we got, this is the next round. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
I can't hear you.
Let's do it. I have back on the other side because I switched my my cameras.
Okay, so next up we have Planet of the Apes franchise versus the Marvel franchise. I think this is easy.
Yeah, Marvel. Again, Planet of the Apes is a great franchise, especially with the new things that they've been doing with it lately. But Marvel, just again, the storytelling is on point. There's nothing out there that beats the storytelling that Marvel is doing right now.
Right, you're right. What's this? James says, LOL, or Bird or Philippe. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we know who is ineligible. Gosh. Okay,
and
so
who
Marvel
works on the show.
Right. I mean, it might be down to like one person, which is okay.
I think it might be Thomas, to be honest.
Okay, so next up we have Rocky versus Harry Potter.
Damn. Rocky versus Harry Potter.
So with the arguments that you gave for Harry Potter over Blade Runner, I'm giving that for over Rocky. I know they're two totally different stories,
but the thing is that, see, this is where I have like my issue on where I'm going with it. Mm-hmm. And I know Bird would say Harry Potter, but I mean, like with Rocky, Creed,
right?
Like Creed completely changed the entire story, entire game that they were doing with that,
right?
You know? So I mean, that's where if I lean Rocky at all, it's because of Creed, and it's because Michael B. Jordan is an amazing actor, and he killed that role.
I know.
You know, he brought so much role to or so much feeling to Apollo Creed's son. So I mean. But then again, Apollo Creed is also Grief Karga.
I don't know what that means.
Grief Karga is a Star Wars character, and Star Wars is magic in space, and magic is Harry Potter. So that's my.
And then, so right now we have Thomas saying Marvel.
Harry Potter.
Oh, sorry, Harry Potter. April saying Harry Potter.
You said Harry Potter.
I'm saying Harry Potter.
I'm going to lean Harry Potter just because the franchise is essentially untouchable to a point where Warner Brothers now wants to add more to the lore because they know they made a great 8 movies with that, you know, even though it's 7 books.
And it's not even that original of a story, like as a base story, but the way they implemented it and they put it together, and it's just great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Harry Potter is probably going to be the winner on that.
Yeah. So next up, James Bond versus Indiana Jones.
Ooh. What do you think, Stormtrooper? What are your thoughts on this?
I'd go with Star Wars.
Of course he'd go Star Wars. This helmet looks really good, by the way.
I like it. So I went to Target yesterday and I was like, I wonder if they'll I want to buy their little display that they have the 3 helmets in.
Yeah, and now I have all 3 helmets. So
right.
Back to what we were doing. What franchises are we voting on again?
James Bond Indiana Jones.
James Bond or Indiana Jones. James Bond, and we're looking for who the best franchise is.
Yeah. Thomas says James Bond. I don't know. India.
I love
I'm
Indiana Jones. I don't want to vote against Indiana Jones.
neither do I.
I have a moral problem with voting against Indiana Jones.
But I feel like they're very similar in like cultural significance. But I feel like James Bond is just slightly over on Indy, just slightly.
The only reason if I go with James Bond, it's because it is a
Generational
franchise that spans just
Yeah.
I'll never get over the Crystal Skull. Yeah, let's go with James Bond.
All right.
I don't know, because the thing is I watched both of them, and Indiana Jones is one of those franchises that I just continuously watched over and over again. It does have less movies, right? But again, if we're talking about greatest franchises of all time, James Bond probably beats that out, mainly because of the amount of iconic movies that are involved in that. Like different movies have different meanings to different people. So I mean,
yeah.
That's
what it
in that way.
What's it? Does James chime in? No, just April and Thomas are both. Are they both saying James Bond? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder who's watching on Twitch. There's one person watching on Twitch, but hasn't chimed in the chat at all.
Who's on Twitch? Type it in. Show yourself.
Show yourself.
Okay, so next up, before the semifinals, I think we got Star Wars, the Star Wars franchise versus the Batman franchise.
Oh, come on, man. Star Wars versus Batman?
Oh, that's good. Oh, it's distance learning, right? Or is that just...
No, that's me.
Okay.
What's on Twitter?
What's a Twitter?
No. Who's on Twitch? What's on Twitter? I don't know. Is on Instagram Live.
Who's on first?
I think that was the joke he's going for.
Yeah.
I also spelled everything wrong there. You see that? I put a space in inquiring and I put Nipu.
Yeah.
I obviously failed English. Do we have any English majors in the house here?
Not me. Okay, so we got the whole Star Wars franchise versus the whole Batman franchise.
My problem is, so I start thinking about what gives me more feels, and I get feels from both of them. You know what I mean? I Star Wars is probably going to have a bigger general franchise, like general fan base. But Batman is Batman.
That's always the argument. Batman is Batman.
In every argument, Batman wins.
Except for against Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Comes down to, I mean, you know what answer? Literally, there's one answer you can use for any question that ever exists, that exists in general.
42.
I am Batman.
Oh, that too.
Think about it. Think of a question in your head and answer it with "I am Batman," and it works. It literally works with everything.
I love it.
I mean, like, so we're talking the '89 franchise. We're talking. This is hard. I'm going Batman just for my own nostalgia.
Yeah,
Batman.
And I even like the Batman '66. It was so like. It's such a feel of its own and such a different, but it's still great.
It's better than Adam West at all.
I love it, man.
about this? I quit. I'm just going away now.
All right. Well, we broke Phil.
You broke Phil.
I was just gonna sit here for about 30 minutes, not saying anything, just looking around. That was
That was good, right? She's like, let me just remove myself from the street real quick. And it's just like, wait, did Philippe just break?
yeah. Thomas, into both. This is a hard one to decide. I know.
I don't know, man.
I'm going with my gut, and I'm saying Star Wars. Yeah, I'm going with Star Wars.
So
Star Wars.
I want Star Wars too. I'm a general Star Wars nerd. I mean, because the thing is, my fandom is very between Batman and Star Wars. Like this right here would be like my ultimate fight right here.
Right.
And it's like in the semifinals, right? So it's like between Batman and Star Wars. I think I'm going to go with Star Wars.
Yeah, Thomas says Star Wars. Bird says Batman. So we're going Star Wars. That's it. Final answer.
Yeah. Wait, where's James? What's your answer? And guys, remember, after the bracket, he's got to keep reminding everybody here, right?
Yeah,
Free
we got
it
free Lego kit after the bracket.
for free. Right there, that sweet Lego kit. Okay, so what's the next bracket here, man?
All right, we're down to the final four. All right, here we go. We got the Marvel franchise versus the Harry Potter franchise.
So I know Bird's going to say Harry Potter, but
Of course she is. I have to go. Like, it has to be Marvel for me.
I have to go Marvel too.
It's
I love Harry Potter. Again, I've been making a lot of arguments for Harry Potter all night here.
Yeah.
But again, my big thing that I've said multiple times is nothing beats Marvel storytelling.
Yeah. No, it's true. And it's funny because we were one decision away probably from having Marvel versus Batman.
I know. It's probably going to end up being Marvel versus Star Wars, and I'm just going to quit. Internet's going to break.
Right. So yeah, it has to be Marvel for me. And everybody in the chat saying Marvel. Well, Thomas is saying Marvel 5 times, so I guess never mind. All right. I'm putting down Marvel.
All right.
We're at an hour 30. I think there's no debating. There it is. Marvel. All right. Next up, James Bond versus Star Wars.
Star Wars.
It has to be Star Wars.
You know why I'm laughing? You know what I just realized?
What?
Whoever wins this bracket, the nerds lose.
Right.
But Disney wins either way.
Either way. Oh man. Let's Bird. I'm okay with Marvel, by the way. Oh well, thank you, Bird. Bird picks Marvel over Harry Potter. That's a curveball. I didn't see that coming. Oh man, James Bond versus Star Wars. So are we picking Star Wars?
So Bird said Star Wars, you said Star Wars, I said Star Wars. I know Thomas is probably going to be in between on this. He's probably not going to like whatever decision we make because both of them are good. But Star Wars, I'm putting Star Wars in that, and I would say Star Wars.
All right.
So that means, like I said, it comes down to Marvel versus Star Wars.
That's it.
Hey, congratulations,
Disney.
Look at that. He just dropped the mic. Only thing is he can't really drop the mic because it's on a mic stand. But I mean,
no, I can't.
If you just like knock the mic stand over. Yeah, mine's on an arm, so it's not going anywhere. But I mean, no. Tommy, like you said, Disney wins.
Disney wins, man.
Disney made the best decision in buying Marvel and Star Wars.
Oh man.
And what's funny is the other franchise that potentially was in there was Warner Brothers, and then other one was MGM. So I mean, you know,
man, I don't.
So coming down to Star Wars versus Marvel. So
this is hard. This is really hard.
It gets hard because
Marvel's so fresh in my mind too.
Right. Especially after watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right.
So
and I haven't seen a Star Wars movie in forever now.
But Mandalorian, dude, killed it.
It killed it, but it's not part of the discussion.
Because we're talking movie franchises.
Thomas says Marvel.
Marvel's more consistent, at least lately it's been. I don't want to vote against Star Wars.
Wait, Thomas says, like you said, Disney wins. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so Marvel.
And this is I'm agreeing with April right here. This is ultimately what makes me give it to Star Wars or to Marvel.
Yeah,
because consistently, Marvel makes good stories. They make good properties.
It's
Whereas
true.
Star Wars, you know, you had the prequels, you had the sequels. Movie wise, nothing really compares to the original trilogy, and you get a lot of fanboys who get pissed off about everything.
Well, and even look at this. I'm still, what's it been, a year and a half? I'm still excited for Black Widow.
Yeah.
And now that the theaters are opening back up everywhere, like it's legitimately going to get a theater release.
Right.
They held off for a good reason, and then they took that chance and they held it, and now it's gonna pay off because they're gonna finally release it in theaters.
Yeah, and I mean it's the same thing. Again, I'm bringing apart the heroes because I just listened to the episode today, but you know, same thing. Buddy was saying that he's ready for Black Widow.
Yeah,
you know,
and
like for something to be pushed off that much, and people still be excited about it.
Yeah, and I think the pandemic and having all the movies get pushed actually helped Marvel, because we were having a good 3 movies a year with Marvel, and there was a lot of people that were worried about Marvel fatigue, and now we have so many people clamoring for anything that Marvel all it's going to do is make Marvel even better to fans.
And now we're getting Marvel every week. No, except for now they pushed back Venom, but I mean, like, still, you know, like everything is we get something from Marvel every week of the year.
We got WandaVision, now we got Falcon and the Winter Soldier. After that, we're getting Loki. You know,
we're gearing up for the Eternals. You know, we have I can't wait for Shang-Chi. Like a lot of people, you know, are forgetting and kind of like, you know, they're putting Shang-Chi on the sideline. But it's like Shang-Chi is a cool character, but I'm more excited because we're going to get the actual Mandarin in that.
Right.
You know, because you want to talk something bad, right? The way that they portrayed the Mandarin in Iron Man 3 was just horrible.
But big pile of dog poo.
Yeah. But then when they came back and said, hey, we're going to do the Mandarin right and put him in Shang-Chi in the 10 Rings, like, okay, cool. I'm all for that.
Right.
And I'm excited for Shang-Chi, especially because the fight scenes are going to be top notch.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're in agreement. I think we're going Marvel, and I think they're the winner.
So Marvel is the greatest cinematic franchise, at least in the eyes of distance nerding.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Fun.
Yeah, it's been great, man. Take a look. Who is still here? I need a roll call. Anybody who is still in the chat, please say you are here. Mainly because I want to make sure Thomas is still here. If Thomas is still here, I'm sending you a Lego kit.
Thomas is here.
He's here. Winner Marvel. Thomas, you just won a Lego kit.
Woo!
Boom. Gonna be shipping that in the mail for you here.
Good job.
After this, I'll send you a message, man. I got to get your address so I can send that to you. I'll make sure I sanitize it. Come on,
Cool.
James, do you want me to drive it to your house? You want me to drive a prize that we got for fans to your house?
Yeah. And I'll be posting this bracket on the Distance Nerdington post. My handwriting's a little sloppy, but the winner you'll be able to see very clearly. Yeah. There we go.
All right. Well, guys, it's been fun. It's been great, but it is time for us to take off.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, and just like James said, we do have 2 more giveaways happening right now. We've got the plush BB-8 with the gaming tabletop dice, and then we have a new one that we have not revealed yet, but it's specifically WrestleMania themed. This is the biggest giveaway we've ever done. It's ridiculous. So that right there, like Thomas said, make sure you register for trivia at Thiccc's Facebook page for Wednesday night. It's going to be a great time. And outside of that,
Oh, Mariah jumped in. That's fine.
Mariah just jumped in. And I already gave it to Thomas though.
I know. That's okay.
I could have had them fight for it, but I would have watched it.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, it's been a great time. Again, we will be here next week, 5 to 7. And we're gonna be starting the Millennium Falcon.
Love it.
Yeah, actually, let me go grab it real quick.
Oh dear.
Oh dear is right. This is going to be multiple sessions, guys. This is going to be a month. How many is this? This is
how many pieces?
1350.
Woo!
Biggest set we've done on this. On here.
I love it.
So yeah, next week we start the Falcon, guys. This is going to be great. So hopefully we have a bunch of fun. So guys, we'll see you next week, 5 to 7 Monday nights, every Monday night. Outside of that, we're set. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
At least 3, guys. For the Falcon, it's going to be at least 3 weeks.
Yeah. 3 years.
I know. Judging that.
Distance nerding.
Judging that this guy took 2 weeks and this is 780 pieces.
Bye, Thomas.
We love you guys. Thank you for supporting us.
Thanks for having me again, sir.
Always, man. This show is nothing without you. So,
I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you guys next week.